Aloha and welcome to a quick ageless movement practice on balancing. All you'll need is a chair. So you're going to stand before your chair with your feet inner hip width apart. So line up from the inside of your hip bones, push into the outer edges of your heels, lift and spread your toes, and really spread them wide apart. And then attempt to set them down to the earth. And if they grip, pick them back up and keep them lifted. If not, just keep those widespread toes resting on the earth, not being all gripped up and trying to keep you clinging here to the earth. All right, now, as I stand here, my ribs in and down, really rolling my inner arms out, head and neck loose and free. I'm breathing into the soles of my feet and up to my heart, off my heart, down into the soles of my feet. Now the feet represent the ancestors, the people that walked before you. And I want you to bring in the energy of honor. Honor your ancestors. They help you find balance here. Well, they got you here, right? And they help you find balance if you honor them. Oftentimes when we get kicked off balance, it's because we've forgotten to honor the ancestors. And it's really time. We're walking through a hard time right now, but our ancestors did too, and they can help us. Yeah, just connecting to their energy with honor and respect. Okay, now as I stand here, I'm going to start to take weight over onto that left foot. I really want to push into the outer edge of my left heel, keep my arch, and notice if I try to grip my toes as I start to, grip my toes to the earth as I start to release my right foot off the earth. If I do, I'm going to lift my left toes. Then, once I'm balancing there, I'm going to take my right heel up onto a chair. Now, as I'm standing here, I can really feel that left foot having to go to work to keep my balance. I'm going to lift my toes because I'm trying to toe grip. And I really am trying to collapse my arch a little bit too, so I'm really going to focus on pushing into the outer edge of that heel. So gripping my toes means I don't trust. The left side is mom's ancestral line. So there's some mistrust there. My mom was adopted. There's a big story back there. And that collapse in my arch means I'm giving myself up, the very core of myself. So I really want to keep pressing into the outer edge of that heel. Now my tail stays down my ribs and I'm rolling my inner arms out. I'm breathing in and breathing out. On that right foot, I'm pushing through the right outer edge of the heel, drawing my toes back and slightly internally rotating that right leg, so that it's straight up and down. That's my goal. Now, if you have to, you could have a wall nearby that you used for balance. You're really having a hard time, you can pause and go get a wall space. Now here, all I'm going to do is just walk my hand slowly down my leg and coming toward my foot. If I can hang onto my leg or the chair and really pull my toes back. And now I can look at that standing foot, my left foot, really push into the outer edge of the heels, lift those toes, and I send my right hip back slightly and draw my belly toward my thigh, my chest toward my knees, and I hold here and breathe, head and neck loose and free. And I just keep looking at my standing toes, making sure I'm not toe gripping or collapsing that arch. Now I can feel that opening from the soles of my foot, my right foot, all the way through that right leg. And I feel my left foot really working. And I breathe in honor and respect for my ancestors. No matter what, their DNA is running in you. So if you honor it, it can help so much, especially to release things that we've inherited through our genetics. Yeah, a couple more breaths here. Now when I come out, I'm just going to walk my hands back up that leg and I'm watching my standing foot. Am I toe gripping to do this? Can I keep my toes lifted and spread wide? Am I collapsing in my inner arch? Am I shaky? I come all the way back up and I try to really pull those right toes back. Pause here a moment. That right foot, that left foot, that left leg may be growing tired. A couple more breaths. And I release. Right foot to the floor, and I just walk it out of it. And then again, I'm going to find where my feet are inner hip width apart, push into the outer edge of both heels, lift and spread both toes, set them down if I don't toe grip, tail down, ribs in, roll my inner arms out, head and neck loose and free. Breathe into the soles of my feet and up to my heart, off my heart, down into the soles of my feet. I'm just really rooting and connecting to those people that walked before me, my ancestors. Now, I'm going to start to slowly bring weight onto that right foot. If I toe grip, I can lift my right toes. And then when I'm ready, I can try to take that left heel up onto my chair. Now, once I'm here, I want to really roll my inner arms out, bring my toes back. My tail stays down, my ribs in. I roll my inner arms out, spread my toes wide apart, both sets of toes. And if I was toe gripping, I really lift those toes up. Now I hold here and breathe, and I watch what's going on in that right foot from the inside because I'm not looking down at it right now. And I notice how I try to collapse through that arch, giving myself up, or I try to toe grip, I don't trust. And I notice which side had more balancing issues, right or left. For me, it was my left. Honoring my dad's ancestral line. The people that walked before me, that came from the DNA of my dad. Okay, now I'm slowly walking my hands down my leg, pulling my toes back, bringing my hands to rest on my chair. Now really pulling my toes back, internally rotating that left leg, and I can bring my belly toward my thigh, my heart toward my knee, and let my head look at my right foot. Now if I'm toe gripping, I lift and spread my toes. If not, I just keep my toes spread, but they can set on the floor. And if I'm losing my arch, I really, really push into the outer edge of my heel, and I let go and hold and breathe. Couple more breaths. And I always say hug because the hug converts anything that is not of love into love. So love and honor and respect your dad's ancestral line. Now when I'm ready to come up, I try to keep my balance on that right foot as I make my way back up. All the way back up to standing and pull those left toes back. If I'm toe gripping my right toes, once I get back up, I lift and spread those toes, push into the outer edge of my heels. Try to balance here for a couple of breaths. And then I release, bring both feet back to the earth, push into the outer edge of both heels, lift and spread toes, set wide spread toes to the earth, tail down, ribs in, roll my inner arms out, head and neck loose and free. And I just pause here and breathe and honor those people that walked before me, my ancestors. So now go forward into your day in honor of your ancestors. Thank you so much for being here.